Hi there, I'm Frank, and this is a wine. Let's drink it together. I know, wine lovers love aged wines, and certainly, we think about Barolo, we think about Bordeaux. The greatest wines can age. How about Burgundy? Burgundy's, the top region, right? It's kind of the what they call the all roads leads to Burgundy. Can Burgundy age as well as the Barolos or Bordeaux? Well, let's find out. I got a 2005 Domaine Faiveley, Gevrey-Chambertin. This is a premier cru, Clos de Issarts, and 2005 is a very, very good vintage. Uh, so right now it's got 17 years on it. Uh, let's see what the wine is like. Here's the color. Quite a bit of dark, quite dark, the color. So 2005, I believe, is definitely a riper year for sure. But yeah, that color, perhaps that's why the color is just slightly darker than I expected, but still Pinot Noir, within the range of proper Pinot Noir right there. Domaine Faiveley have a bit of a reputation for making red Burgundies in the style that's more age-worthy, which means that when they're young, they're a little bit hard, a little tighter, perhaps a bit tannic, for a Pinot Noir. But with 17 years, what's the wine like? We're gonna find out together. Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful nose right here. First impression, extremely youthful. Plenty of energy right here. No sense of being tired at all. Very pretty fruit. There's a real sense of energy and lift coming out of the glass right there. Some red fruit, but also darker fruit as well. So, being a Burgundy, sometimes, we think about raspberries and strawberries type of flavors a little bit more. But in this case, perhaps the 2005 vintage, a little riper. Perhaps the site, Premier Cru Gevrey-Chambertin, has a little bit more sunshine. There's both red fruit and dark fruit right here. Oh, I get really beautiful smoked meat kind of a action right here. Not the same kind of white pepper smoked meat from Northern Rhone Syrah kind of a feeling. No, not that, but there is a little bit of a meaty, salty, meaty character right here. Like a salted ham kind of a character right here, like a Serrano ham perhaps kind of character right here. Very floral. Some sense of minerality here, good complexity. I get this really kind of cool, like I call it umami factor right here. Think about something that has a bit of a darker fermented kind of a smell to it. Soy sauce is too strong of a word right here, but there's just a little bit of that umami character, as a hint of it, which gives it a very savory feeling. Perhaps that's why I was thinking Serrano ham right there. But yeah, very, very savory, very umami. There's a little bit of sense of age. I mean, overall, for a 17-year-old wine, this just comes across extremely youthful, but there's a little bit of age right there. I do get a little bit of Subo, a little bit of forest floor, a slight touch of earthy mushroom flavors, but still very, very fruit driven. If I was, smelling this blind, I would have never thought this is a 17-year-old wine. I probably thought maybe 7-8 years, to be honest with you. I did get this at auction. The cork was absolutely pristine and perfect, so the storage was really, really good. Obviously, when you get something of this age, there's tons of bottle variations. It really depends on how the wines were stored. But this one, whoever kept this wine, good job. Thank you. Oh, I didn't mention the price. So this is, I'm not sure how much this will really go for, but a newer vintage of the same wine from the same Clos de Issarts goes for about $110 or so. But who knows? Maybe a lot higher now because Burgundy is the price of Burgundy is going through the roof. But fabulous nose, a real sense of youthfulness and good complexity, a mixture of red and dark fruit. But enough smelling it. Let's drink it. Wow. Okay. So young. Too young. You know, I can't believe I'm saying this. I mean, granted, this is Domaine Faiveley. It does have a reputation for making some red burgundies to be a bit more age-worthy stylistically. But if you have something like this, there's no rush to open this at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this feels still somewhat tight. Really, really nice sense of structure right here. It's not overly tannic, but I imagine 10 years ago, this probably was overly tannic. But right now, there's a really nice frame right here. And yes, varietally, it is still very, very Pinot Noir, very, very Burgundy. So I wouldn't say that, this wine has sort of, gone too far, that it doesn't even come across as Pinot Noir or Burgundy-like anymore. But it is absolutely pushing that envelope as far as how structured, how muscular, and how much of a sort of a darker fruit that you can sort of achieve, still to have that zestiness, crunchiness that you associate with the Pinot Noirs from Burgundy. So it is walking that line, and I think it's walking that line beautifully. My gosh, yeah. So if anything, to answer the question, can good Burgundies, red Burgundies age? And the answer is absolutely yes. Something like this, I think the best days is still ahead. Give it another 5-10 years, I expect the wine to soften a little bit more. It's going to become even more perfumey, a little bit more tender. But yeah, this is fabulous wine. I'm gonna bring this bottle to a little French bistro here in Southern California, and really enjoy it with some authentic traditional French food. But that's the review. Until next time, cheers, winos. Bye.